I thought it'd be quite nice just to, like, you know, vlog outside for once, because the weather is very marvelously sunny and blue. And there's actually no clouds outside, believe it or not. It's very, very cool and very surreal. But yeah, today is March the 26th at 3:25 p.m. The weather is once again very nice. It's one of the last days before the weather turns gloomy and dark, because the weather forecast said that next week is going to be quite dull, come Wednesday. So as soon as Wednesday is done, Thursday and so on is going to be like the most darkest weather possible. Like they said that, like Met Aaron said that the weather is said to be like what you'd expect January to be. So it's going to be quite cold and quite gloomy. But I don't think it's going to be that bad. I hope it's not going to be that bad, because there's no way. Like we're kind of close to mid-spring, because I think April is like mid-spring, because no, we're closing March now. We're at the end of March basically, and yeah, I don't think the weather's gonna be that bad come next week. So fingers crossed that it doesn't come that bad. But yeah, I'm just gonna walk around my local area, trying to make it the most longest walk I've ever done. Just like my last few, like just like that one video I made. But I think this one's gonna be like the cherry on top. This is gonna be like probably the best walking video I've ever made. I feel like wearing the hat makes me look extremely like suspicious, so I might take it off, because I've gotten a few looks while walking around. Because I mean, honestly, you can't blame me. My outfit is quite weird looking, so I think I'm gonna take my hat off to avoid further suspicion. You could say that I've been walking for about 20 minutes now, and honestly, the weather is very dim. Like it's quite cold. The sun is out though, which is kind of like making the weather quite warm, but it's not affecting the cold, which is really good. I never knew that there was like a literal river flowing through my local area, and like I've never known like there was an actual river flowing through my local area. That is crazy. I don't know if I should find the source or not, because that would be kind of a really fun adventure to add to my longest walk, because probably will. I know where the beach is, so that's probably where it ends up, but you know, I might be able to find the source someplace somehow. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make that my goal today. I'm gonna try my best to find the source of where this river ends and where it possibly starts, because that's just like such a fun mission to do. It'd be so funny if I just like vlogged backwards, because like the sun is affecting my camera, because it's all shade when I vlog the other way, like that. See, it just doesn't look too snazzy. So I'm currently at this huge green. I think I'm gonna spend a few minutes here, because it is very nice, and it's totally free because no one is here, although there's an old man like literally right parallel to me. So yeah, I'm gonna spend like 10 minutes here, I'd say, and I'll continue finding my goal to find the end or the source of I'm gonna call it the local area river, the mysterious river. And there's kind of like this really ominous, like no grassy type area. It's like, it's really weird. Like there's no grass at all, and there's some like green glass thing. I think I'm just gonna camp out for the moment, yeah, and kind of reflect and relax a bit. Not that I have any stress or any like thing that is weighing me down, but I feel like a little relaxing moment would do. I'm really scared that I might be stepping or sitting in dog poop. Because that's not... Because, like, while I was walking through that one neighborhood, I felt a drop of something. I checked my helmet. My hat. And so, thankfully, there was no poop. Because I thought, like, a bird pooped on my head. Because I was right under a tree, and a bird was right there. So, thankfully, I did not get pooped on by a bird. Though I'm really curious about why there's like literally no grass in this one part of the green. It's like there's like barely any grass, and it's just full of, I don't know, it's like just dirt. It's so weird. It's like there's probably some kind of explanation that's probably very simple, and I could just be bugging out over something so small, but who knows? It could be some big mystery. The river is, it's like all you can hear is like once in a blue moon car coming through, or like just the river and the occasional sounds of birds, and it's just so relaxing to hear. And the weather is just so nice today. I could literally like sleep on this grass, no joke. I could literally set up camp for God knows how long, probably like 365 days, probably 10 years or so. As long as the weather isn't crap. Like if it's raining, cats and dogs outside, of course I won't be caught red-handed in the rain. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna camp out here for another 5 more minutes and then I'll head off. I'm currently hearing this bird that I always hear like every time I wake up at 6 a.m. And it's like this bird that I heard ever since I was young. Like, I'm not sure what it's called, but if I find, I'll be sure to insert a clip. But it's like, I don't know how it goes. It's like, it's so faintly nostalgic. Like every time I hear it, I just get brought back to when I was like 4 years old, living in my old house. And it's cool how kind of like one sound or one smell or one anything you see, it immediately brings you back to childhood. It immediately brings you back to childhood. Sorry, a train was walking by and I wanted to get it caught on camera. It immediately brings you back to childhood. And that's like the really cool thing about it. Like just one faint sound could bring you back through childhood. Like one time I smelled barbecue, or no, I smelled like smoke, and then it brought me back to me being at my childhood home back in the Philippines. And because like they burn stuff on the side of the road, and just like smelling smoke, it has to be like that specific, I know I'm being weird, but like it's a specific smell that just brings me back to childhood. It's so weird, but it's so cool at the same time. By the way, my position is so awkward. Let me show you. Yeah, I was basically in like that position for a solid 5 minutes. But the good thing is that there's no one there, even though there's like two cars coming. It's perfectly fine. Like there's no one watching. So yeah, I'm just rolling on the glass. I'm such a weirdo. Like there's probably like people judging secretly from their cars, and I'm just rolling around in the dirty grass. Here's something I'd like to share. So I found a tree bark, very big. Just a couple of trees lying around, but I'm not sure where this came from. I mean, of course, a tree, but like what tree in specific? Because there's like trees behind me, but the branches are too thin. I'm gonna just head off because there's kids coming and I am scared of kids. But yeah, it was really nice walking here, honestly. I might come back tomorrow because the weather is going to be good. By the way, tomorrow's I want to say Valentine's Day. Tomorrow's Mother's Day. So to all the mothers out there, and including my mom, the very best, happy Mother's Day. I hope you have an amazing day and, you know, eat dinner and stuff. The dinner's going to be very good and stuff. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Look at this marvelous view. I've got, yeah, this, oh, crap. Look at this spectacular view I just found. It's so cool. Okay, wait, I'm gonna get off the road because there could be a car coming. I think I found a lost dog. It's got no collar and it looks lost. I don't know. Hi. So I found this kind of field area near the beach, and I think I found the source. Because I'm quite close to the beach, and that's usually where water sources end and start. So I think I finished my goal, and it's kind of, I've been rewarded with this very nice view of Killiney and Docky beach. Part 2 to sitting in random fields. I'm gonna try my best to get the kind of the hills back in view. So I might have to be positioned quite weirdly, but you know, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the view is quite nice. I might camp out here again for another 15 or so minutes and kind of relax and walk on the beach if I can find it, because it's very troubling area over here. I haven't been here in over 10 years, I'd say. I don't know. But yeah, there's like kids playing, dogs are running, people are walking. It's a very calming place. And there's like mountains in the back. So you've kind of got the hills back in view. So yeah. Dude, honestly though, the weather today has been extremely nice. I'm gonna stay here probably until 6. Like not here, but I'm gonna walk probably until 6 because the weather is extremely nice. Like I remember like during first quarantine, it was like this weather for probably about 3 weeks or probably even longer, I don't know, but it was like very nice because like no one was out and the pollution kind of went down a bit before, you know, like late 2020 happened and kind of the business went back booming. But kind of like the weather was like this for a solid few months and I wasn't able to kind of go out and stuff because I had online school. So it's kind of nice how I'm able to sort of experience the nice weather while it's happening, because it is very nice and it's quite relaxing too. Yeah, I'm filming with my back camera and I'm not sure if it's even showing my face or the back, but I'm just finger and crossing it is. Lying on the grass is quite disgusting, but it's also quite relaxing at the same time. It's a very like kind of weird and surreal feeling, and there's people walking in front of me. But at this moment I really care. Fuck, oh my god, there's a dog. God, it just like randomly came up. I was just relaxing and vibing and then like a dog just came up to me. It was very cute but very scary. I genuinely wish that like Easter break started now, because I don't know, like I honestly don't. I have no reason to why I want Easter to come out so early, but it's just like we have next week coming in, and then I have basically nothing else to do. It's basically a very chill week. And then the week after we have this football tournament, because basically the PE teachers in our school, like 2 of them are out, and then one of them, like the rest of them are in, and then they decided to do a football tournament, but I don't know if I'll be coming because I am not a fan of football, because every time I play it, I'm very bad at it, and it's like one of those, like, I find it fun to watch, but I can never play it. Like, I'm so bad at it that, like, if I even try playing it, I just get, like, verbally like, oh, you're such a bad player and stuff. So I avoid as much as possible to not play football, because I am that bad at it. It is just like one of those sports where it's not good. Like, I watch it when it's on TV, but when it's like time for me to go out to the field and play, it's like the worst feeling ever. So, like, as much as possible, I try to avoid it. On sports though, I'm on badminton every Monday. Well, not every Monday, like every other Monday, and it's honestly quite good. It's quite fun. Not the best player at it, but I try my best, and it ends up being really fun because it it's like funny because we play for like a solid, like, I think an hour 30 or like 2 hours, and we have like literal banter. Like, there's no matches, and nothing is really taken seriously. It's just like a fun class as a whole, and it's just a nice way to spend your Monday afternoon and your Monday evening. So it's like a very like chillaxing sport. I did swimming for over, like, I think 3 years, from like, was it second to fourth class? I could be wrong, but I did swimming for about like 3 years, and I was pretty good at it. I had fun, but I don't know. I might go back to swimming, because swimming is quite fun. And then gymnastics. Gymnastics is honestly such a funny sport to me, because it's like a love-hate relationship. I love gymnastics because of how epic people look when they do their little routines, and they do their little round off back handsprings, layout, step outs, and they just look so cool doing it. Like, in particular, I like girls gymnastics because that's the one I'm most familiar with. But I had this one incident like 6 years ago. So this is like 2016. That's really old. So I was waiting for my sister, because she does music practice every Thursday or so, but this was like on a Saturday. So my sister was at gymnastics practice. Oh no, she was at music practice, sorry. And I was waiting in the car with my mom, and I was like, can I come out and do some gymnastics just for the fun? And she was like, sure, just make sure to be safe. And I was, yeah, sure, of course, because, like, safety comes first. And I started doing a bit of cartwheels and a bit of round offs. Everything goes swiftly. And then, sorry, there's people walking behind me. I did that for a solid like 10 minutes or so, and then I did a round off, and then I looked at this guy. He was like, I don't know, like a bit far away. He was like a ways from me, and I looked at him, and then I did a round off, and like the ground was quite wet, and so I slipped and I landed on my arm, and I ended up getting a sprained arm. Now, it hurt, but I shrugged it off, because I was like, okay, pain in my arm, it's not that bad. It's probably going to go away in probably less than 20 minutes. So I let it sit for about 20 minutes. And then my sister comes out of music practice, and I still feel the pain in my arm. And I get kind of worried, because what if I have a broken arm? What if I have a sprained arm? And I've always hated like sprained arm videos or like broken arms, because I'm just very sensitive to bone stuff. I can't ever look at bone stuff. It's just the most disgusting, vile thing ever. And so I am very scared to tell my mom that I could possibly have a broken arm, because I just like revealing that you've got an injury that bad to your parents is like the worst thing. It's such a pain. But I was like, Mom, my arm hurts. And so she was okay. She was a bit mad. She was quite angry, like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. And so, I felt guilty. We came home, and I opened my jacket, took off my jumper, and I looked at my arm, and it was this exact arm. It was like straight, and then it had a little bump. It went downwards, and then it went back up. And it was like, oh my god! Like I showed my sister was in the room, and she looked at my arm, and she went out of it. She didn't want to see it because she's also not a big fan of broken things. Whatever, like broken anything, and I wasn't a fan of it, so I kind of shrieked a little bit. My mom, I don't know, she's probably like neutral to it all. So, sorry, there's a bug. And so we have a clinic downstairs, and my mom took me down. We got it checked out. The guy was super helpful and just told us to let it rest. We may take some paracetamol and to check with your local GP. So the day after, we went to my local GP, and she basically told me to get to do some arm stretches, and she just told me to do some arm stretches and to not use your arm as much as possible. And so basically I followed the rules, and I learned my lesson to never ever do gymnastics on a slippery ground ever again. But I've done cartwheels like forever now. I've been doing literally during my mellowing out video, I did a few cartwheels, and the ground was ever so slightly wet. I'm breaking boundaries, people. This is like legendary. I think it's time to go because I think I'm enjoying the weather a bit too much. I've been chilling here for about like 10 minutes, probably even more. Like that dog incident was probably like 20 minutes or so, probably even an hour. I've been here for probably an hour. I probably don't even know it. So yeah, I'm gonna chill for another 2 minutes without the phone, of course, because it's good to relax without the phone for a while. And yeah, I'll see you then. Okay, I'm just gonna end off the video like very quickly because I've been walking for a solid 2 hours, and you can't really blame me because the weather is extremely bright and very nice out. But I might do this again tomorrow because the weather is set to be like this tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I appreciate you guys so much for joining me on this journey. It was very fun, very active, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace and love.